We're in 68 feet of water. It's 10 o'clock at night, August 24th. It's still daylight. If we weren't clouded over, the sun would have just gone down. We're trying something a little different here tonight. We're trolling around, looking for fish on the fish finder. And when we see them, we'll quickly reel in and put the boat in reverse and be right above them. And then just drop the jig right down on top of them and just start jigging. We were doing this the other night. We had a double with two big lake trout. One was 50 pounds, the other was just over 40. And we must have caught a half a dozen over 40 pounds that night doing this very system. So we're just going to cruise around, and the ones we're looking for will be the fish that are right on the bottom of the screen. And those seem to be the ones that are feeding. So we'll see if we can find one. Here we got fish on the screen. Oh, there we go. We're marking fish now. We'll give this a try. We'll quickly reel in. Let's see if we can't catch one of these guys. There, hit the bottom. Let's come up a little bit and see if those guys are still there. And you want to be just off the bottom. One big advantage with braided line, boy, you feel everything that happens with that line. Whereas I used to use lead core for doing this, and it wasn't nearly as sensitive. I'm sure I can even tell how hard the bottom is with this stuff. So we're marking some fish right here. So when we're using braided line, we always use about 20 feet of mono. And the reason for that is these lake trout, they like to twirl and roll up on the line. And if you're using the braided line, it'll just cut them wide open. Whereas we don't get that with the mono. So just in showing a little respect for the fish, we don't want to be cutting them all up and injuring them. Whereas with the mono, it's just that cushion factor for them. You can use fixed spool reels for doing this kind of fishing, but I prefer the multipliers. Just you get used to a certain kind of reel, and it's what I learned to fish on, and it's worked good for me now. And why change something that's worked for so many years in the past? Ooh, we got him. So we've been jigging off the bottom, trying a different technique here, and as you can see, we're hooked up on a really good lake trout. And we marked him on the screen and just stopped the boat and let the line go straight down right away, and he was right there. And so we got a pretty good fish here. Like, I'm not gaining on him at all. And these are heavy action rods, and you can see the bend in this one. Yeah, so there's no doubt we're going to be a little while on this guy. We still got, this rod's got reel's got a line counter on it, so he's 90 feet out there. He's right on the bottom. Oop. We're fishing in the fall time now. It's late August, and the fall colors are coming on the trees. We saw the northern lights last night, and it's just an incredible time of the year. So we still have great fly fishing for pike and lake trout as well. They're starting to school up to spawn, and cisco are coming to the surface, which is the bait fish, and fly fishing for them on a streamer is a lot of fun too. The lake trout are fall spawners, and they come to the gravel shoals in the fall to spawn. And evening is when they come in the most, but if it's a cloudy day, they'll come in too. And we got one fellow here right now. He comes spring and fall, and he comes in the fall time just to wade the shoals and fly cast for them using things like clouser minnows and streamers, and he catches a lot of big fish. A lot of them will be averaging around 25 pounds on a cast fly, waiting on shore. And I don't know where else you can do that. So this big guy, he would have spawned last year because he doesn't have a big belly on him. But we'll pick him up here and can have a look, and you can see we've been using these tube jigs, and he just took that right away. We seen him on the fish finder and dropped it down, and it took no time to get hooked up. So we'll get him to the side here. Oh, come here, don't you break the line. There we go. There, how's that? Talk about a lot of fun, and I don't know where else you can do this. Yeah. Oh. Come on, hold still. Another fish for another day. Here you go. Oh, that looks so neat.